The country is saying goodbye to former President Jimmy Carter, who made his more than 4 decades in retirement a remarkable second act dedicated to philanthropy and faith. As Christian Benavides reports, Carter, who lived until 100, faced several health challenges in his later years, but pressed on with a joyful spirit.
James Earl Carter Jr., the 39th President of the United States, was surrounded by his family when he died peacefully at home in Plains, Georgia on Sunday. Former President Carter celebrated his 100th birthday in October, along with a backyard military flyover honoring his service in the Navy. Outside the Carter Center in Atlanta, mourners are leaving flowers, candles, and signs like this one, saying, "We love you, President Carter." At the U.S. Capitol and the White House, the flags have been lowered to half-staff. The Empire State Building was bathed in red, white, and blue lights to honor the former president. A moment of silence was held for Carter before the Washington Commanders' Atlanta Falcons game outside the nation's capital. President Biden is among countless world leaders and dignitaries to express their condolences.
Today, America and the world, in my view, lost a remarkable leader. He was a statesman and humanitarian. And Jill and I lost a dear friend. I've been hanging out with Jimmy Carter for over 50 years, it dawned on me. Jimmy Carter lived a life measured not by words, but by his deeds.
In 2023, Carter said goodbye to his beloved wife of 77 years. Rosalynn, the former peanut farmer turned governor of Georgia, was elected president in 1976 in a race against President Gerald R. Ford.
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear.
Next month marks 48 years since Carter was sworn into office. His single term in the White House saw the highs of negotiating the Camp David Accords, bringing peace between Egypt and Israel, and the lows of the Iranian hostage crisis. In the years after leaving office amid defeat to Ronald Reagan in 1980, Carter's human rights and social welfare campaigns helped earn him the Nobel Peace Prize. For decades, Carter built houses with Habitat for Humanity.
Morning, everybody.
And drew national crowds to his Sunday school classes. Late in life, he battled a series of medical challenges, including cancer, a broken hip, and surgery to relieve pressure from bleeding on his brain. The longest-living former president spoke to churchgoers about his own mortality.
I didn't ask God to let me live, but I just asked God to give me a proper attitude toward death. And I found that I was absolutely and completely at ease with death.
To the end, Jimmy Carter led a life of public service that impacted and inspired millions. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
President-elect Donald Trump reacted to the passing of the former president in a Truth Social post, stating in part, "The challenges Jimmy faced as a president came at a pivotal time for our country, and he did everything in his power to improve the lives of all Americans. For that, we all owe him a debt of gratitude." Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers also released a statement about the death, writing, "Former President Carter was a committed and dedicated advocate for peace, human rights, and treating others with dignity, decency, and respect, qualities that earned him respect and admiration from many across our country and around the world." Minnesota Governor Tim Walz ordered all flags to fly at half-staff in honor of Carter. In a statement, he said in part, "President Carter defined what it meant to be a servant leader. He fought for our democracy, our climate, humanity, and civil rights around the world."